Hey guys, happy Friday. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that everyone's here. I gave them a commercial to watch though, so if they haven't already watched their commercial, they're watching it now, so we'll have to give them a couple seconds. Like I have to pay for these pink lights behind me. So I have to give a couple seconds for everyone to filter
So those
in.
aren't my pink lights?
No, not yet. Actually, I have the ones that you sent me are here and back here. And I have a plan for them. I got to tell you about my plan. Remind me to tell you about them. But I don't know if they're flexible enough to make this work, but
I have
I
no
do have a
idea.
plan. Oh, it's okay. Well, let me just show you right now. Hang on. We just jumped right into conversation. I love it. Why not? Okay, so
Everybody hang on tight.
you see this boxwood panel?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna put this up on the wall, and I kind of want to write the word work over it in neon because I think there's like a fun juxtaposition of like this being playful, almost grass like.
Right.
And then the neon, like this is natural and organic, and the neon is so not. And then like this is playful and work is work. So yeah, I just thought that that might be fun.
No,
Like
it'll probably look cool.
yeah, it would be like a reminder to
I
me
don't
to
know if
get.
they're that flexible. I didn't take any of those out of the
Oh.
box,
If
but they
it's
all came out
not,
of that locker.
yeah, if it's not, then I'm gonna make something else pink and make it say work and put it probably back over here or something. What's up, you guys? We're so excited that you're here on a Friday. Why are these people hanging out with us on a Friday? They must really like us.
I don't know. It says more about them than it does us.
I heard somebody say Eclectic Element said absolutely ready for tonight. You guys make quite the dynamic duo, and I'm quite literally here for it. I love that. There are
When they
few
find
people,
out we're just going to trash them all night, then
yeah, there we go. There we go. There are a few people that I've told my husband I could do this like as a weekly show with this person or this person, and you're definitely one of those people. I'm like, yeah, I could just make it a regular thing. Maybe that could be like season 3. I could have like 2 or 3 reoccurring guests and we just cycle through or something. No, I'm not coming back.
I'm
I'm
busy.
busy. You and I are on together in June with Cat the Nurse Flipper.
I know.
Was it the 14th?
Oh, that's too much information. I
didn't write it down. When you see it later, will you let me know?
Yeah.
You guys will have to tune into that. Chase Dreaming on a Budget is here. Gulf Coast Pickers is here and celebrating a super special day. Gulf Coast, if you want to put it in there, let me know and I'll celebrate it with you. Nikki and Gary are here. Boldly Grow Picker. And look at this. Melanie's here. And she already corrected herself here, Scott. She spelled it right.
Well, spell check may have done that to her.
Oh, that's true. That's true. When I write my oldest son, Dello, when I write that, it'll write Deli. And what is the other word? Oh, when I try to write the, it's always YHE. And I'm like, is this old English? Like it's trying to write ye all the time or something?
So on my phone, like years ago, when I was typing in I typed in like THR and it will not unlearn it. I have told it to not. So it corrects the to THR. And I'm almost to the point that I'm just going to claim it's a thing and try and convince all the kids that this is the way cool people do it. But so far, no good.
I literally have so many.
Gulf Coast Pickers. Big deal, man.
I know, right? Did he write it in there? Let me go
yeah,
click on it.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
15 years. Like, that is a lot. That's like 2007,
that's
right? That's phenomenal.
That's
I'm so happy for him. And I wrote that
every day. Every day is important.
That is what I said. I was like, that is huge because it's a daily decision. Right. Every single day you had to decide that. So
that's
congratulations.
Exactly right.
That's awesome. Let me scroll back up real quick and say hi to everyone. Melanie is here. Joe Dempsey Sales. I'm so glad that you're here. Trevor 10th Street Market is here. Abel's Treasure. Santa Claus. I know him. And Jay is here. Let's see. Gives me a sports vibe. Oh, with the boxwood panel. It's kind of sporty. Geneva Jean is here. Hello. My parents are here. Jean and Lisa Phillips are here. Hello, hello. Oh, let me brag on them for a second. My dad authenticated his first Coach purse today.
Wow.
I know, right? And I said, you did that. Like, you authenticated your first purse. And he said, well, kind of you did it. And I was like, I wasn't even there. And he said, but all I did was like listen to the stuff that you told me. And I was like, no. You took the time to learn the stuff I told you. Do you know how many people, no offense anybody, would rather send me a picture and be like, is this real? Than go watch the video and learn and take it to the thrift store. And like,
he probably dreamed of that since he was a little boy.
Like he's so smart and he did that. Yeah, we really like you. I bet they're talking to you. Renee's Retro Relics is here. And I'm pretty sure that I followed Renee's Retro Relics over on Whatnot this week. Did you know I got approved for Whatnot?
You did? What did you have to do? Because it took you like a month of Sundays.
They emailed me and were like, if you can prove that you can lick your elbow, then we will let you in. And I
You can't lick
photoshopped
your elbow.
I photoshopped the video because nobody can.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I
So I
sent
got
it
this
in.
message today.
And they
Will
were like
that show up
approved
on it?
right away. If you leave it there for a minute, it will. What does it say? Congratulations, you have been selected to be. They texted it to you?
Yeah, I'm special.
Why did you get a text message? I got
I
an
have no
email.
clue.
Okay, listen, I got
It's
an
probably
email.
not even them.
The funniest thing in the world, because my friend Gianni was trying to get me on board and he's talking to like a specialist that he knows, and this guy starts texting me. He's like, what's your username, password? Like, we're gonna get you signed up today. And then or what's your username? And then I get on my email because I'm like, I don't know what my username is. I don't log in because I can't sell anything. And when I search Whatnot in my email, it turns out on the 14th they approved me and sent me an email, and I never saw it.
Are you reading the chat?
No, let's see.
Trevor's telling lies.
Doing it wrong says, howdy, folks. Christopher, I buy shit is here. He said, sad, this is the last week for the summer. It is only for the summer. And I promise there's going to be like random pop-up lives too. You guys know I can't stay away. I just, for my boys' sake, I can't commit to every Friday because next Friday, Dello already has track stuff. So what's he lying about? Carla is here.
He said his wife can lick her elbow.
Oh, said I can't?
No, Trevor said his wife can.
Oh, like, I'd like to see that happen. Listen, Trevor, if you want to send me a video on Instagram, I'll show everyone whether or not that's true.
I don't send me pictures or videos.
Send me pictures. Ozark Mountain reseller, like the Missouri Ozarks. That would be close to me. We're glad that you're here. And let me scroll down
She's
here.
A mutant. That's what he said.
What's that?
He said she can do it. She's a mutant.
Oh, that would be weird. I can kind of lick my nose, like the tip of, I can almost get my tongue to the tip of my nose. Can you do that?
Okay, no. Why would you know that?
Because I tried to do it.
No, I can't. I have not tried to do that. Like, okay.
I got it. It's like right here, though.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Smitty's family store is here, as is Gibby's Girls. You guys are killer. Anthony, I see you made the right decision and choice. You do not have to get stoned or like burned at the stake or anything now. So we're glad that you're here.
Carla's here.
What's that?
Carla Zona's in there.
Yes, Carla's telling you hi, Scott. That's so cool about your dad. It is super cool. April S is here. Hello, April. Haven't seen you in the chat before, but I'm super stoked that you're here. Adam Pittsburgh Picker. Hello, guys. Can't get much better than these two. Hit that like button, guys. Ooh, he has a good idea. And in case anyone didn't know, even if you're watching this in the replay, if you hit the like button, you're guaranteed to make a sale. So you just have to hit the like button.
I don't have a like button.
You don't have a like button?
Mm-mm.
Oh, YouTube so must have that special just for you. They're like, this is a grumpy man. Let's not even give him a like button. Look at this. Look who's here. Kristen.
Hey.
Kristen, I'm super glad that you're here. She's watching her grandbabies, so she's, she'll probably be in and out. Nikki said you taught Gary. He picked up a coach purse last weekend. Let's see your shirt, Scott. It's got manatees on it.
No,
Dolphins.
They're dolphins. So there's a place in West. It's a little mom and pop thrift store, and I picked up this shirt, the Kyle Petty shirt that I posted on Instagram, and all of their shirts, their t-shirts are $2.
Wait. I saw the Hot Wheels one. Was that Kyle Petty?
Yes.
Oh, how much do you think you're going to price that at?
I priced it at $170 or best offer.
Okay. Gotcha,
I expect it to go $125 to $175, somewhere in there.
Because I'm petty, so I was wondering how much that petty shirt was going to be. Swamp Picker is here, and Kim's Picks. Hello, Patricia. Super glad to see you guys. Angelo is here. Hello, Angelo. Now I don't know that Angelo's on Instagram, so he might not be aware. So I'm going to tell you, Angelo, that we're going on a summer break, a summer hiatus. That's why I brought the superintendent in to tell us to get out of the school for summer. That worked out perfectly, didn't it? Yeah, we're
That's
going
funny.
on a summer break. We won't be back until September for Friday lives, but there will be random pop-up lives. I'm kind of excited about it, guys. And absence makes the heart grow fonder. Like when I randomly pop up, we'll all be excited to see each other, right? Doing it wrong says anyone with a prosthetic arm can lick their elbow. That's true. That's true. Yes, I'm
Well,
in Joplin, Missouri.
I wasn't going to make any amputee jokes.
No,
Like,
you were trying to be politically correct. I
I was,
appreciate you.
but I thought it, and I think that makes me a bad person.
Probably worse than
But then
saying
I
it
was
because then you
thinking, well,
filtered yourself.
if you were a legitimate amputee, you had to have kept your arm to be able to lick the elbow.
You could lick your prosthetic elbow.
That's not the same.
Oh, okay.
That's not the same.
That's true. That's true. So Joplin, Missouri, really cool area to go to. They have like the most amazing monument set up to victims of the tornado that came through there. It's just absolutely breathtaking. And they also have this really cool ice cream place where they make homemade ice cream downtown. And they have this Mexican restaurant. And we took the kids on Route 66, gosh, like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. It's been a while. And we came through here, and my oldest son was like, I don't know, he was like 12 years old or something at the time. And the waiter kept messing with him and is like, is this your wife? And pointing to the girl that we had with us. He's like, is this your wife? And
poor kid.
yeah, and then we told him it was his birthday, and the guy comes and just takes the whipped cream in a spoon and just keeps rubbing it on Della's nose while they're singing him happy birthday. When they came to our table, they were like, happy birthday. And Israel was just a baby at the time and started screaming. That's all I remember about Joplin, Missouri. It was fun.
I haven't been there.
It was good times. Okay, Christopher says I had over $3,000 in sales in 3 days from St. John evening outfits. Wow.
That's a lot. I have a whole bunch of Tory Burch I have not listed.
Ooh,
and some of it is new with tags.
That's so good for the spring and summer because everything's so colorful.
I'm working on that building. I haven't done anything useful.
Oh, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk all about this building. You can give Drew plans to build me one. Side gig is here. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh.
Why That's a cool name. Side gig is a cool name.
That is. I like it a lot. Why would my mother tell people this? It's true though. It's legit true. I used to gross my sisters out with it whenever when we were kids.
Wait, burp her ABC to what? To Z? Like all the way?
Oh. Yes. Yeah. Well, like each one is its own separate. Never mind. Shay is here. Hello, Shay. We're super glad that you're here. She had a really cool interview the other day with Tropical Flipper, Alex, and I just really enjoyed it a lot. And I thought that she conducted a really nice interview.
Shay does the very cool little reels, I guess they call them.
Yeah.
And, like I haven't done anything like that yet.
I need some reels tips from her. My husband today was like, wait, how do you do a voiceover on a reel? And I was like, you don't know anything about reels. I know at least a little bit
more. Was he planning
on
doing some? Because I would tune in for that.
I know I would too, just to see what in the world he came up with. I'm like 4 minutes behind in the chat. What should I do? Should I skip to the bottom? Have I missed anything big? Rachel, let's see this burping talent. That's not going to happen. Oh, almost forgot Marco Polo. Hit the like button to test this theory. Yeah, olive oil 64. Why do I always want to say that differently? Olive oil, it's going to happen. You're going to get a sale. And Adam's Exploits is here. Hey guys, first time coming across the channel. Darren, we're glad that you're here. This is your first time here. Oh man, he could not have come at a better time, right?
So Darren or Russell, post in the comments, are you a reseller? How did you wind up here?
Yeah. How did you find us?
Like somewhere in your life.
We want to know where you went wrong. I'm usually watching on my TV and can't comment, but joined via computer so I can actually chat. Well, I'm so glad that you always wonder like who's here that doesn't say anything. And
yeah. I used to always watch on the TV, and I didn't know this even happened until really eBay Addicts, until he invited me on. I didn't know this was even a thing.
And the YouTube lives.
Yeah, I had
you need to do YouTube lives. I would tune into yours for sure.
No.
I would
This is enough. This is enough.
Oh,
we don't want to saturate the market with me.
Yeah, we do. Angelo says y'all in parts of Missouri and Arkansas might be in for some bad weather tomorrow. Yeah, so the track meet that we were at today was supposed to happen tomorrow, but the weather for tomorrow is so bad that earlier this week they called
Oh,
off. Both
wow.
my kids had track meets tomorrow in separate towns in separate directions, and both of them were completely canceled because the weather is supposed to be like tornadic tomorrow. So we have a
That's not
basement.
good.
I
You have
know
a
all of
basement?
yeah, I'm in the basement right now. So we will be in this safe place if all else fails. And if you are also in the line of those storms, take shoes with you. We've talked to tornado survivors and they said the one thing that they wish when they were in their safe space that they had brought shoes with them.
So they don't
Because
build many basements in Texas. I
oh,
when
I
I
bet not.
when I built my house, I have it's a story and a half kind of. I mean, we have an upstairs, but underneath the staircase, I built it out of 2x12s and 2 layers of 3/4 inch plywood. Texas A&M had plans for an above ground tornado shelter, and I built it to those. But there's only so much you can do, you know.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
it's hard
somebody
to
else new in the chat too. Bike contests.
bike contest. Now, but I've seen bike contests here before. I'm fairly certain. Did they say that they were new? Because
Says
maybe I've
first
seen.
time here as well.
Then where have I seen you at bike contest? Maybe in Adam and Sarah's live
I
because
don't know
I'm
what
there.
bike contest means,
Tell us
but
what that means.
yeah, it's probably
Kristen,
different than what I'm thinking. When I was like in junior high, we were seeing who could ride the furthest like a wheelie.
oh yeah.
And so I popped a wheelie, and as I'm up in the air, I see my front tire just like heading off into the distance. It just wasn't bolted in all the way. And then, like, it started to go forward. The weight started to go
You have to
forward.
go down.
And I couldn't go fast enough to get it to come back up. And so finally, it just came down in the forks, stuck in the asphalt. So that's
Did
the only.
you fly over the
Oh,
handlebars?
yeah. You won't be able to see it, but I've got scars. It was new blacktop, and it didn't even bleed that much, but it like scarred, like I guess just having asphalt embedded into your soul
Yeah. I
was
got a
enough.
really gnarly knee scar last year when I was running. And it didn't look that bad when it happened. It hurt a lot, but I had no idea it was scar this bad.
Yeah. Well, thanks,
Sometimes
Bike Contest, for bringing that back, because that's
thanks for bringing up those old wounds. Kristen, I'm 5 hours and 6 minutes, and I only know that because oddly enough, my mother asked me the same question just last night. Anthony just got a sale and Trevor got an acceptable offer. Hello. There is no testing this theory. I've literally made sales every Friday. That's why you're here. You have to watch though. I like before I couldn't watch because I was camping and I didn't get the sale. See. Oh, look, here's Tropical Flipper. Speak of him, and there he appears. Let's see. Oh, hit the like button and you might get a pizza delivery or not.
I don't think I'm
Okay.
going to get pizza out here.
I got to the bottom. Dixon's Pickens, they were just talking about you. Carla said she was over in your live and she got a sale from your liking your video too. So see, it works.
There you go.
At least
I'll take
it works for Missouri resellers, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I mean, it might not work for in Texas. Like
Right.
if you did a live.
You know, he's pretty funny. Like
Trevor.
Yeah.
So here's what happens. If
and I
you
don't just mean looking. I mean, he's actually pretty funny.
If you don't show up as a guest in the live, okay, if you're not one of our friends in the live, then Trevor speaks for you. I've told you that before.
Yeah.
And he genuinely does. And he'll say something, he'll be like, Scott said that, or like quotations, and he'll be like, Scott. And you've been saying some funny stuff while you haven't been here, just so you know.
Yeah, good.
I still haven't made a like button sale, but I made 2 sales earlier this afternoon. So going to say it was foresight. Yeah, they knew that you were coming.
Awesome.
That's what I'm going to go with. I'm caught up in the chat. So we're going to talk, you guys. Oh, Drew says, I'm Scott now. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So I want you to tell everybody what you did this week. We're talking about the best thing this week. And you texted me a picture this morning of your best thing this week. And tell everybody what it was.
We built a building on our property for eBay. So I'm sure this doesn't happen to anybody else, but I hear somebody else talking. Is that me echoing?
I don't hear an echo. Do you guys hear an echo?
It could just be the voices in my head.
Probably.
But anyway, so like with eBay, it kind of takes over your house. and we buy a lot of stuff and we give a lot away. But in the interim, I end up with a lot of stuff. And we've always just processed everything in our living room. If you go back through my Instagram, you'll see
That's
there were
literally my
times
life.
where I bought everything that somebody had, and the picture's in my living room. So I had a pad, a concrete pad in my field for my lumber mill. And that's where I've milled the lumber forever. But a friend of mine bought the mill from me. And so I had a 16 by 20 pad out there, and we built a building on it this week. So they finished it today.
That's so stellar. Like,
Yeah.
I know you got some pictures, so pull up a picture if you don't care so that everybody can see. So this
And
is
I am
going
going to turn it into a video. Like I did a time lapse of them building it, which turned out pretty cool.
I thought for sure you were out there building this thing.
No.
Wow, that is so nice.
It's
So you're going
16
to
by
use it
20.
primarily for like sorting your inventory and storing it?
Right. And not like the inventory that's listed, but like the unlisted stuff. And then, you know, we don't list everything. We give away at least half of everything we buy. And so, like, I'll probably right before school starts, then I'll do one of my free garage sales for everybody local, make sure the kids get school clothes and stuff like that. And then maybe we'll do one again in the spring for maybe right before prom or something like that for all of that kind of stuff. But I can set it out, and I know so many people out here that I think I could get everybody to come to it. Well, and it's free. So like, that'll do it. But it's 16 by 20. It has 9-foot sidewalls. And so the center is 12 feet tall. And there's an 8-foot and it runs the whole length of it, overhang out in front of it that I'll use. Now that I'll do myself. I'll probably put like antique pavers or something like that down.
Oh, wow.
But I'm going to put spray foam in it, and I'm hoping to go with solar, but electricity is not my thing. So I'll have to read a book or something.
I know an electrician.
Yeah. But I'm not married to one.
We need to just schedule a trip down to Penelope so Drew can help you with your electrical.
Well, Drew said he needs to build a shed because he wants a shed.
He does want a shed. He wants me to have some type of a space for all this stuff, I think, too. We both want like outdoor spaces. He does have the 2-car garage, but I think he wants to park our cars in there eventually.
Oh, wow.
I say eventually. It's I know it's bizarre. I just wanted to, before I forget, Smitty said I got 2 lower value Coach purses today at a yard sale, and then ran into a yard sale selling a table full of Louis Vuitton from France. Do you think these were real, Smitty? And did you buy any of them? Did you check any of them out? Because I know a girl that just posted a video about how to authenticate Louis Vuitton. So yeah, maybe you should check that out. Courtney's here, you guys. Hillary Murphy. I don't think I said hi to Hillary. And she's excited that you have a dedicated building for your business. That's what I was saying. Like, I wake up at work every single day. The first thing I do is check eBay, Poshmark, Instagram, YouTube. It is all work stuff.
I mean, we will still do the stuff here. A lot of that will be for the stuff that we're giving away. But when I buy a storage locker or I buy out a place, I will have a place to sort it so that I can decide what we're actually, because we actually sell very little of what we buy. I mean, we sell the best of it, but because I have a shop, like it's on the other side of the house, and it's a 30 by 40 shop, and I've got a 400 square foot apartment in there, but that's where all my woodworking tools and all of that stuff is. So you can't store eBay stuff around your woodworking stuff, that they don't go together. So
I would say not. There's a lot of things that I don't want stored like near my inventory, near listed or unlisted. SSK promo. Hello. I'm glad that you're here tonight. And Anthony C has a question for you. I'm listing and half listing. What do you buy?
What do I buy? I buy literally everything. So I've done estate sales for a long time, but normally I try to go to the estate sale before they open. So like I met a lady today that she was like talking to me, and I tell people what I do, and I know that not everybody does, but I do. And she said she doesn't do vintage clothes at all. She doesn't know anything about them. And so she said, I gave her my card. She said, I will call you and you can come in and buy what you want and tell me what to do with the rest. And so I try to do that. So, but I don't just do clothes. I mean, I'm willing to buy anything that's a good deal. I have a sale coming up that a friend of mine has invited me to go with him. That's a really, really potentially good one, but for sad reasons. And we struggle with that because like sometimes there's a sale because things went wrong. And a friend of mine invited me to one here in Texas that the boy, when he was in high school, drowned. He and his friends were out on the lake, and there was ice, and they fell through.
That's awful. That's sad.
Two of the others. This is I want to say 81 or 82, but he drowned, and his parents took everything of his and put it in galvanized tubs and sealed them. And his parents are gone, and the rest of the family doesn't have an emotional attachment to him. So while I get to go look at this amazing collection, because he was evidently a collector from the early 80s, it's still sad. And Melody and I struggle with that. Like we struggle.
It is sad. Like here's where I'm at on stuff like that, because you can feel the heartbreak attached to stuff like that. But then I always take solace in knowing that collection didn't end up in the dump. It didn't end up in Goodwill. You are literally getting to someone that's going to love it like that boy did.
That's true. And while we do sell a lot of it, we keep it from being destroyed. We keep it from not doing anybody any good. So that one's on the horizon. But as far as what I buy, I mean, we're opportunistic. You know, I'll buy I sold a cricket today. I sold my last cricket. That was the last one.
I can't believe you still had one. I would have hit you up for it. I thought you've sold all of them.
I forgot to list one of them. It was the Cricket Joy, which is a smaller box. And I missed one. So
would you look at this?
Okay. Well, you know, there you go. My life is complete.
They sent 2 photos. Wait, now I need to know if I can do that. Will you try with me?
No, I'm not going to try. I know I'm not flexible enough to do that.
Does she have a shoulder blade or a collarbone? I can't do that. She must be like double jointed of sorts or something. She's got a really small bone structure too, though. I'm gonna go with that. It's my man-like structure that's avoiding me doing.
If they didn't hit the thumbs up button after that, like,
then what are you here for, people? This is the Palace Girls is here, and I'm so excited that you're here. eBay app is going crazy. Yes, it went crazy for me yesterday, and it's driving me nuts. It won't let me like actually upload listings, and you have to wait and then upload them later.
We were struggling today. Like it would take our ad
just sit there and spin, and then nothing saved.
Like today, it did one of mine as an auction and a buy it now, but not an auction with a buy it now. It tried to do them both.
Yes.
And then it just wiped the whole ad out. So
yes. Okay. It's not just me. I was really starting to wonder because there's something wrong with the firewall on my internet, and I was starting to wonder if it was me.
No. Drew wants to know why I didn't build the shed myself. And I don't do that kind of woodworking. Like I've done framing and I can do framing, but I'm more of a fine
artistic or like furniture and stuff.
Like furniture. Like I built my kitchen cabinets. I've built that kind of stuff, but like I'm more of I don't know how to put it, more like a high-end furniture. I don't do shelving and stuff like that, and I don't do framing. I'm more likely to spend 200 or 300 hours on a piece that I'm building than I am to do something quickly.
Nice. I was thinking that maybe when Smitty posted about those Louis Vuitton bags that there was a typo, but no, he literally meant from Franck. So I know you're a busy man, Scott, but if you didn't get to see my Louis Vuitton video, I was laughing because none of the patches, they all said made in Franck because the E wasn't there. So he's saying that they were fake. They were all made in Franck.
Oh, that's awesome. I saw his, but I didn't get that.
That's hilarious. What are my thoughts on the daily refinement situation? I'm going to say I have enough of my own problems. I'll just leave it at that. There's not enough information to really form much of an opinion, so I refuse to. Not gonna lie, I'm jealous of your space. So doing it wrong is really jealous of that shed. You guys, he's gonna do a whole video about it and talk to us about what the cost associated with something like that. So if you're not
Sure.
already subscribed to Scott, I'm posting his link right now in the chat. And be sure
it took us a long time to save up for it. And I already had a pad there. So I already had the concrete. And so we had to wait till we had enough cash.
You you're almost at 3,000 subscribers on your channel.
I was 25 away.
That's insane. Like, you literally just started that channel. You just celebrated your first year on YouTube.
Well, you know, I don't really have anything to judge it by. So
I'm judging it for you. That's very, very good. Would you guys put a round of applause in the chat if it's very, very good?
Well, thank you.
That's outstanding.
And I've told you before, it's been very humbling for me, like YouTube has, because like
you're still killing it.
I watch the videos and I'm like, that guy is an idiot. and I'm not comfortable in front of the camera, and I can't seem to edit anything worth a flip. And but I want to get better at it, and really want to do things that help people, you know, that are beneficial. I'm surprised. I go back now, and when I read the comments on my first few videos,
yeah,
and they're like, great video, and I'm like, you're a liar. Like, I know you're just
it was good. Your very first video was good.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. First of all, I had the camera kind of like this. So like when I'm in it, it kind of looked like this. Hey, everybody. Like you couldn't hardly see me in it. And I was very stiff and afraid, and but I got it done. And, you know, so I'm going to leave it up there just as a marker for my own progress.
I did recently make, I didn't take them down. I just made them like invisible to the public. A lot of my videos that had nothing to do with reselling, because my channel was just, it was dedicated to nothing before it was dedicated to reselling.
I've seen some of your first ones.
Yeah, I'm like, there's really no reason to have those up there unless people just want to poke fun at me. Everyone's giving you a round of applause, just so you know, like everybody. Drew is going to post your link because for some reason I tried to post it twice and it says having trouble connecting. Please check your internet. So I have enough internet to stream a live stream and host you, but it won't let me post a comment. That's fabulous. Look at all these round of applause that you have.
No, I've had tremendous support. When I was in school, like school was easy. Like when I went to school, like in class, like, and all you have to do is just memorize the stuff. I'm built for that. And then when you put me in a classroom full of kids, I was the same mentality as all the kids. So I fit right in, and that went well. And so like I had just this, my career just fit me and it was easy. And reselling has been great. Like I fit in. YouTube is not like built. I'm not built for YouTube at all.
Yes, you are, because you're so informative. And listen, Eclectic Elements saying it's your personality. That's what people love and what attracts everyone to your channel. Plus, your humor and positive outlook is such a breath of fresh air. Not everybody has like a positive outlook. Not everybody is like witty in a like nearly British way.
My teeth are way too much. Look, now like 9.7% of my audience is British, and now they're going to log off. Like,
they're right. They're going to be like, "What did he say about our dental health?"
No, I have been very fortunate. It's just been, I've had to study. Like, it hasn't come easy for me at all. Like, it just hasn't. And so
it is a lot of studying. It is. Jennifer's got a good point that everyone needs to take a minute to hit the thumbs up. But Scott and I will message each other and be like, "Hey, I heard YouTube likes it when we do this," or I think I might go try that. Or so we're really like both working diligently all the time when you guys don't see it to try to make the channel better, so that the content is better, so that it reaches a broader audience. And Drew and I were just talking this morning, like I can't imagine, and no offense to anyone that does, but I can't imagine ever charging for the free information I put out, because I've gathered it for free from other YouTubers. And I just think as my audience grows, I'm going to be able to teach that many more people, like how to walk away from the made in France Louis Vuitton, and how to, like, you're teaching so many people how to list on eBay and like what it even means
I
To
plan
resell.
on charging everybody
No,
for
you don't.
everything. Like, I want that money. No, I can tell you for real, like, if I could make, say, 100,000 a year on YouTube, but in the end I really didn't help anybody, then I would quit.
Yeah.
Like, if it didn't help, because I made a lot of money as a superintendent, and I could go back to that career. I could have a job almost instantly. There is such a um, there's just a wide open field without qualified applicants, and you pretty much have to be able to get dressed by yourself and not be wanted in Wyoming or something. And like, I qualify for those things, and I've been a superintendent. And so as far as money goes, I'm not doing this to make money. Like, I did get my first deposit from YouTube this month.
Nice.
So
Woo!
I got my first deposit. So I figured it out how much it is an hour.
Oh,
So
you don't want to do that.
no, I
Oh,
did. I did. So
to everyone that thinks that we're making like millions of dollars or that
okay,
anyone.
so listen to this. You know how everybody starts it and they say, "Look, I don't want to brag. I'm going to brag." So listen to this. I made, at the time I got my first check, I had made 80 videos, and I averaged at a minimum 5 hours per video. And my first check was $171.
For 320 hours, is that right?
No.
400 hours?
Yeah.
400 hours
400
worth of
hours.
work.
10 40-hour weeks. I got $170. It's something like 44 cents an hour. And
I don't think that's
even if
even
it was, even if I was making gigantic money, and I don't even know, I'm not sure what gigantic money is. It's more than you have is normally what you consider gigantic money. But if it wasn't doing anybody any good, I don't think I would do it.
Yeah.
Because the money alone is not enough to. I don't want to spend my time not having. In the end, it needs to matter that you were here.
Yeah. My favorite messages are the ones that are personal to me and to like why I started. I mean, I love every single message, but when I get a mom to say, I quit my full-time or part-time job, I'm staying home with my kids now and reselling. And I'm just like, that's why I went straight to reselling, was that I was raising my kids. And so when I see something like that, like I tear up every single message like that, because it's like you say, you want to know that your life made a difference, that you were even here.
That's exactly right. I have a book here. I don't have it by my desk right here, but I actually have a book of all the notes the kids ever wrote me.
Oh.
And I kept them. And so, like, there was I used that book, like, whenever you were applying for administration jobs and things like that, I used those kids' notes for my
like referrals.
references. And I thought, because if those notes aren't good enough for whatever they're hiring for, I don't want to work there. If they don't care what the kids have to say, then I don't need to be there. So,
yeah.
But I kept it. I kept all their notes. My Christmas tree is really just the ornaments the kids gave me over the years. So,
yeah.
But reselling is different, because you have people that are so helpful, and it takes a lot to get to where you feel like you're doing, or at least for me, to where I feel like I'm contributing something.
Yeah. Trevor says he's liking your bins videos and feels like you'd be fun to thrift with, which is saying something. And then I heard Nikki and Gary say, I love the banter between husband and wife, and didn't realize they were talking about on your videos. And I was like, wait a minute. Oh. But yeah, that's true. You guys are super cute when you like get at each other and you're like, you picked this one. No, you picked this one.
Everybody thinks Melody's really nice because she's really nice. But like if you pay attention, there'll be times when she'll be like, I'm better than you. Like, it's just like, and she's not.
I'm gonna listen for that. I'm gonna listen for that. Chris is here selling plush in the background. Marie, hello. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see here. I picked up a vintage Polly Pocket today. Whoop whoop. My parents are researching more about their vintage Polly Pocket. They picked up 3 bags full of vintage Polly Pocket, Scott, for $15, and they picked it up because they watched Courtney Bolo Buddies.
And I have found Polly Pocket, but I haven't. Evidently I'm looking at it wrong or something. I haven't found any value there for me.
Oh my gosh, what if I made merch that said made all the fakes are made
See,
in Franc? I think of merch ideas all the time, and I'm just like, I don't know if I should make merch or not. I just don't know. Oh my gosh, I was gonna wear your shirt tonight. I totally forgot. I came straight home from the
I
track meet,
didn't
left this.
wear mine so we wouldn't match.
Oh, I left this
No, I
Beatles
didn't.
shirt on. Like I left it out on the bed and everything. I just realized that.
I wore this one
Wow.
because I thought it was cool.
Well, we do match. I love it. I jumped on IG to start posting what I'm doing to help others and just can't get the ball rolling over there. Anthony, I'm gonna share your IG. Katrina says, "Hi Scott, love your storage unit and bins videos. Great to see you and your wife work together. Plus, seeing someone from my area, Texas, and a tiny town, it helps me learn how to handle my sourcing." See, you're changing lives, Scott. Scott gets bonus points from me since we both came from education backgrounds.
I loved teaching. Like I really did. Like, and I don't think you're supposed to, but I really did.
No, I mean, I was just telling a fellow track coach the other day, it's not the kids that ever make someone walk away from coaching Little League sports. It's the parents. Get them out of your head because it's not about them, it's about these kids. Because it was a fellow coach that was upset that one of the parents didn't like the way that she was coaching and what she was doing, and was kind of like just bad mouthing her about it. And I was like, that you're not here for them. You're here for these kids. You may be the only positive reinforcement they see. They need you in their lives. Like, just stay here. Lori is here. Amy Liz is here. And Collins on the Move is here. I'm glad that you guys are here. All the fake stuff comes from Franc. All the fakes are made in Franc. Should I make merch that says that and have like
you should
like
speaking of
misspelled
merch,
names
somebody
on
just
it?
posted in the chat, the Nashville Flippers said they need some ChaChing King merch. If
That's right.
I don't know if it shows, I don't know which way to move to get out of the way. So
It's
right
backwards.
here, those are all. I can't do it. I just can't. I might as well give myself a haircut. Anyway, all of that stuff back there
I cut
is
my own hair.
merch, and we should give some away.
Oh yeah, let's give away some then. Nashville
So,
Flippers, maybe you could win some merch right
low
now.
on the extra large. So it's up here. This is small, medium, large, extra large. Well, maybe I have a lot of extra large. And then, but 2XL and 3XL, I'm a little bit low on, but I also have magnets and buttons. And I think I've given away 50 shirts and sold one.
I warned people that you were going to be giving away shirts tonight and they
do
needed to jump in. So let's give one away. Noelle, Farm Girl Scavenger, is here. I'm super glad that you're here, Noelle. You're just in time for some ChaChing King merch. I know you've got a shirt. And oh, she even said, I channeled you today wearing your shirt. It is my fave. So how do you want to give it away?
I don't care.
Should we do a silly drawing? Do you want to?
For me to do a drawing?
Yeah.
You just want me to draw something?
Well, you have to draw it on your head, Scott.
Why?
That's how the show goes. This isn't your first time
so
here.
Difficult?
Collins on the Move said, "You're so sweet."
Who said that? They're talking to you.
No, wow, that's so sweet. I'm sure they're talking about you giving away merch. Oh. I got my Nashville Flippers hat. It's one of one, unique misprint. Oh, I want to see what the misprint is. Nice.
You want to see something funny? So here's a pen from when I was superintendent, and they let me be in charge of stuff. So raise your hand in the chat if you've ever gone to a job fair and they're giving away pens. Like, so here is my pen. I hope I can get this to focus on that.
Okay, it says you wish you could work here.
These are literally the ones I had from the job fair.
Nice. You gave those away at the job fair?
Yeah. Well, see, because the school I'm at, we had 200 kids pre-K through 12, and I couldn't compete with the bigger districts financially. I couldn't compete really with anything other than my teachers got to teach. So like we didn't teach the test all day. I talked to the teachers when I had to about the test, but it wasn't what we talked about. My counselor got to be the counselor. They weren't the testing coordinator. And the teachers got to teach. If a class got 20 kids, I'd split it up and break the classes down. And so I had that to offer, that hometown atmosphere. But I had a great staff, because I made sure they wanted to work there.
Talking about being great at your job, I just wanted to point out that I knew Bikes Contest had been here before they had.
Oh.
Okay, so here's what we're going to draw. How about if you draw something incredible that sold recently? I don't care. Last week, last month. You're going to put it on your head. You've played this game before.
I
You
know.
put it on your head.
I wasn't expecting to have to do it again.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, how else are we going to give shirts away?
All right.
I always get the free pins. I never get any of that merchandise ever, because I know I'm going to bring it home and throw it away. I don't want my kids get that stuff
All
either.
right. I think it's
You already drew the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know what it looks like.
Okay, go ahead and show them, and then I'll write the word start, and then you guys have to start, okay? Oh, if I can write the word start. It did let me put it in there. Okay.
That's terrible.
No, that's wonderful. You've seen some of these pictures. I picked up a fake vintage all leather coach. Wait, what? Hang on. Oh, Rachel said it's fake. It is not fake. That purse that Noelle got is incredible. It's a circle, a bee. Is it a bee?
It is not a bee.
A shed, a spider, a bed bug, tick, ladybug.
I have
Why
not
are you
been
trying
selling
to fix it?
Well, because I can.
Caterpillar grass.
I promise. It's just as bad as it was.
Make him big. When he shows it again, I'll try to make him big. The spider plush. Was it a spider plush?
No, it was not.
Hello, DePage Picker. We're playing a game trying to guess.
Ask them if they want a hint.
No, show him the make him big, 3 dots under his pick. Okay, hang on. 3 dots. Solo layout. Go ahead, Scott. Show him what it is again. You can still hear me, right? Is that a crawdad?
No, but you were closer.
A glowworm, an ant, a wasp, TV, eye from Franck, table, beetle, ant, stuffed animal.
Come on. Who said a table?
Game. The sun. Yo, MF Flips is here. Hello, Matt. Spider-Man as a baby, a glowworm, a table.
Somebody got really close, but no cigar.
The glowworm was really close. Pokemon clock.
Not even close.
So John Elway, that was the one that was close. Is this an amoeba? Is that what that says?
No, come on.
Einstein, wasp, crab.
Closer.
Hornet. I know what it is. It's not a crawdad. It's not a crab. Someone better say it. Is it a lobster?
A cootie. Who is Kelly
It
Martin?
looks like a cootie bug. That little game.
I think Cootie should get a free t-shirt anyway, but that's...
Grasshopper, cootie. Mosquito, shrimp, lobster, silverfish, shrimp, yellow jacket, lobster plush, hornet's hat, crawfish.
Guys, okay, here's the hint. We already said it.
We already talked about what it was?
Yes.
People don't even listen. I swear. We've already been over this, you guys. Was it a fly? A picture bug?
The Nashville Flippers, the very person who said they wanted it.
Shut up. I feel like someone said cricket. Did
they?
I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm going to go
If somebody else said cricket. All right, so let me tell you. And first of all, you're all spelling it wrong. It's CRICUT.
Oh, you're talking about like a cricket machine. So, nice.
See what I did there?
Nice. I just passed where somebody said, I think that this was supposed to be cricket. It was just a misspelling because K and J.
Jan and the Nashville Flippers.
Let me see if anyone's before that.
No. Hey, cut it off right here.
Oh yeah, because Nashville Flippers said that before too.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I'm still learning to read, and so if they got the right answer, you got to cut it off here though, because I don't have that many shirts. Everybody who got it, send me a note on Instagram with the size you need and the address that I need to send it to.
Look at this. Did you see what Christopher guessed that it was? A clown sitting in a park on a bench, sad because this is his last show. Can we just go visit Christopher instead of doing a Friday Night Live? That sounds like more fun.
And Drew
He's
should
not.
send everybody a shirt.
Listen, if you don't send 63 people shirts right now, we're gonna call you a fake YouTuber. Cricket.
Maybe. I might have to
Missed it.
substitute some magnets or something in there. I
Nice,
did sell
nice.
one. I had one person that just demanded to buy one, and then they sent me an offer, and I sent it to him.
Here's your magnet right here.
Do you have one?
No, this is the sticker. Here's the magnet. And then I got the pin too. Since I forgot my shirt, I'm gonna put the pin on. When I first got this pin, I was like, "Oh my gosh, they printed the pins upside down."
Noelle
I
said
realized,
I should have Melody pack the shirts. Like they miss. I posted something like 2 years ago. Melody folds clothes like a drunken monkey, like for real. Like
your clothes, or just whenever she's doing the
mine. She just no. I'm the one who folds everything up nice and neat. It isn't Melody. And
Do you
I
guys
tried to
do
get
each
her to
other's
come up here, but
laundry?
she wouldn't do it.
Do you guys do each other's laundry?
I would say she does most of the laundry, but not all. I mean, I probably do more cleaning than she does, and then she does more of the laundry, and I do
You do
way
keep
more
score
than
though, right?
Yeah, no, I do most of the cleaning.
But I mean,
Like,
you keep score and you make sure, right?
keep score?
Yeah, in your
Is that
book
what
you said that you said you
Oh.
used to keep score, but you don't do that anymore.
No, I don't do that anymore.
Make sure that you don't clean more than what she does. I don't do any
I didn't know what you were
laundry.
talking about. The book. You got to remember that was for our 25th anniversary, which was like a long time ago.
Well, we have date nights on Saturday nights, and every Saturday we reread the book.
Whoa, date night, like together?
Mhm. Every Saturday we reread it. We've read it
Oh,
73
please.
times. Yeah, it's good. I can't read, Scott. He's still speaking to you over there. So yeah, Noelle got this purse and she's like, Rachel, she told me about it. That's a good one. How to be married forever. She told me about it last week, I think it was, and I was like, send me a picture. She just sent me a picture. My phone's dying, so I can't show you. It's one of the most fantastic Coach bags. It's phenomenal. And it's one of like a kind of a rare color putty. It's so pretty. I just love it. She said, just so you all know, Scott routinely throws Melody under the bus. You wouldn't do that to your wife, would you?
Yeah.
I do my own laundry so I can make sure it doesn't get left in the dryer and wrinkled. That's true also. So I don't do anyone's laundry but mine. I'll wash Israel's on occasion because he's 5. But I would rather wait until Drew does it. I didn't write this book, Scott. he's really having fun narrating your voice over there. Nice. Scott, how long have you been married now?
This will be 33 years.
Nice.
In a row.
That's a long time in a row.
A
that book is too late
time.
for me, Side Gig says. Oh, dang. There's still hope. He cooks and does the dishes, and I do the laundry. My washer and dryer make strange beeping noises, and it terrifies him. My washer and dryer sing to us when it's done. In the microwave, we got a new microwave, and it sings to you when it's done.
My dryer broke yesterday, and so I had to go buy another one. But when they built this house, they didn't build it where it will go in the Melody did not want a laundry room. She's like, I just want a closet. And I'm like, okay. It doesn't fit in the door. I have to take the door frame off every time I replace one of these things.
Oh, we were just talking about that this morning because Harry Tornado posted a video where they were like, used a sawzall to get a shower out of the bathroom because the door frame was already there.
Yeah.
But the wall was just studded, and we were talking about how maybe it would have been okay to knock the studs out in that spot that's not load bearing and then take the shower out, and you could have even resold it. But it looked like a lot more fun the way that they were doing it. So Amy says sold a vintage coach for $425 with a big discolored spot on it. Wow. Got it for $10 at a yard sale. Yeah, if it's a rare style or a rare color, found a vintage Coach briefcase. That's stellar. I love vintage Coach. I just think it's beautiful. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what Marie says. Hers sings too. Do you have any new appliances that sing to you?
Yes, yes. I wouldn't buy anything that doesn't.
It's so unnecessary though, and it's loud and it does like all this stuff. And the microwave's kind of close to my son's room while he's sleeping. You can't be making pizza rolls while
Let
he's
me tell you
sleeping.
what, though, when you're used to your appliance singing, so the dryer I bought yesterday, I ripped apart the house and got it in there and got it running, and it was an ordeal. But when it went off, it just has this super loud buzzer, and when you're used to the
Do, do, do,
crawdad
do, do,
singing,
do.
and all of a sudden you just get this, it's terrifying.
Yeah, that's interesting. And appliances kind of hard to come by right now. I understand that's one thing that's like harder to find. So, if
Very
they got
hard.
one with the buzzer, you got to take the one with the buzzer.
And they're
You get what you get
so
and you don't
expensive,
throw a
and they're all
fit.
disposable.
Yes, the refrigerator I have right now, I bought when I moved into this house. And so my oldest son's about to be 16 and he was 3 months old when we lived here, when we moved in here.
Don't
So,
replace it.
it's no, I can't replace it. It's 16 years old and like the ice machine doesn't work anymore and I'm like who needs ice because this thing is built to last a little better than the ones today. Not like as good as
Yeah.
one that was made probably in the 90s. If you have one of those, don't ever get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah, Noelle found that purse for $3. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Hey, I saw Danielle Yard Sales and Dreams pop in. Hello, Danielle. Another cool vintage collector, reseller, I should say. We're not collectors, right? That would make us
Oh,
hoarders.
no, 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 no. I'm definitely not a collector.
Wait, what is this? My old dryer played How Dry I Am in chimes. Is
Is
that
that
a
a thing?
song? Is that a song? How Dry I Am?
I don't know if I want to Google that.
I don't know. Don't play it. We might get demonetized for that. I got to pay for these lights,
It is a
remember?
song by Artie Shaw. That is a real song.
That's insane. I got to know now. That guy looks like he's got life stories. Drew said, I mean, I need ice. That is true. The other day he said, I'd get some Evan Williams if we had ice.
So, Yard Sales and Dreams is probably referring to a jacket I left behind at a sale one time. And everybody was like, what a mistake. And I looked it up later and it was a mistake. I thought $50. I didn't even pay that much for my first car. I wasn't going to pay that much for a 49ers jacket. And I was wrong. So,
How much was it worth?
I mean, like 150. It wasn't like crazy money,
Oh,
but
okay.
I mean,
It
three
wasn't
times
like a
your money at that price
$7,000.
point is good.
Wow. I don't know if this is accurate. Nashville Flippers, it says mine plays so fresh and so clean. If that's an option, sign me up. That would be, yeah. How
It's an
dry
old
I
song.
am is about a drunk. Oh,
So
that's
I
interesting.
have permission to use music. One of my kids has a band, and one of my favorite songs of his is "Everybody Here's Too Drunk to Sing," and it just cracks me up because I don't drink, and it's one of my fifth graders, but he didn't write it in the fifth grade. So
Did you sell all of your sewing machines already?
all the sewing machines are gone. I kept one for me.
Did you sell these like locally or to people you knew or people that reach out from the video or all on eBay?
I sold one at the garage sale because a lady needed it for $5. I gave one to my mother-in-law. I sold one of them for 200. It was a serger, and I sold and then I gave away 3 of them.
That's
So like I
crazy.
said, we give away a lot. And once
Yeah.
I've made my money on the locker and we're making so much on all that little stuff. Like there's so much $25 stuff that was super easy to list that we made a lot on those. But the sewing machines pretty much locally, I didn't ship any of them. And I didn't want to ship any of them. But at the garage sale, I had 2 there. I sold one for $1, but it was pretty weak. It was the one I was using before. And then I sold another one for $1, but it was a handheld one, and it was I couldn't
Oh,
hold my
that's
mouth
cool.
right to make it work. Like
Oh,
it seemed,
so the money that you collected at that yard sale, you gave it to an animal shelter?
yes, yeah, Paw Pals, which is, if you look back at my videos, there was this enormous garage sale in Hillsboro, which is about 25 minutes from me. And so I went there just to look around, and I didn't realize that the day they said, yeah, come on in, I was walking around looking, they weren't open yet. And they said,
Oh,
but you're here, you have to work. And so I ended up working like 4 days before the sale, but they said you can buy anything you want while you're here.
oh wow.
And so very quickly they were charging me, like, one of the first things I found was 2 pairs of Levi's bell bottoms. Now they weren't the Big E, but they were 1970s with the tags on them. Still had the pocket paper and all. And she goes, $1 for both. And I'm like, and I gave them 100, and I said, I promise I'm going to make money on these. Like, I'm going to make money. So I volunteered, and I bought a bunch of stuff, and I paid way more than what they asked, because they're, it's still a good cause. And
Yeah.
Melody and Shane, I mean, if it were up to them, I would have to carry a scorpion outside, instead of squashing it. Like, so
Oh,
it's a good cause, and I don't mind overpaying, but I also don't mind getting in there first before everybody in the chat gets to go look at the stuff, So it's
nice.
a good cause. So we raised $225 for that, and then Melody and I rounded up a little bit and do that. But I put it's sad when I look at I don't know how many people in the chat have a YouTube channel, but the metrics, the things that YouTube shares with you are really helpful and incredible. Well, one of the sad things on that video, at the end of it, I put the Paw Pals information, like if somebody else wanted to donate, and you can see like the retention drop
Mhm.
like right before that. And I'm like, oh, like nobody's watching
Oh,
where to send their money.
wow, that stinks. Yeah. I think it's incredible though that you'd send money over there and that you would help them so much. Also on like the pricing and everything. I mean, like you say, you're still making money on it.
I still make money. Like, one of the things one of the other things I bought is they had a box of vintage models. And for those of you that don't sell vintage models, you need to sell vintage models. One is the community that you're selling the models to, super nice people. Like, I have yet to have a problem, and I've sold hundreds. But anyway, they had this, I guess it was probably 2 boxes of vintage models, and he said $5. And these are unbuilt in the box. Most of these were 80s and 90s. They weren't super old, but I'm still going to get $30 or $40 a piece. And I was like, you're way low.
That's
So,
nice. Are their
yeah.
prices still that low at the thrift store there?
Well, they don't have a thrift store. Once a year, they do a fundraiser that supports
Oh,
the no-kill shelter all year.
oh
And so
wow.
they normally raise $15,000 at this one event, and people from all over the area will bring them stuff to put in the garage sale. And so, like, I mean, I did help price them because I know
Yeah.
stuff. They had cool stuff. Get this, they had a homemade canoe. Like, somebody
What?
made
Did
a
it
wooden
float?
canoe and had it, and I wanted it so bad, and I have nowhere to put a canoe. My tank, or our pond
The
that I have,
woodworker in you wanted that canoe.
oh, bad, really bad. But they had it priced too cheap, and I did get more for that because I knew how to sell that.
Oh, you
That was,
sold it?
yeah, everything sells at that garage sale, and then they have a church that will come and pick up everything that didn't sell. So
Nice, nice. Sunburn Flipper is here, as is Bama Pickin' and Grinnin'. Yeah, Katrina says we need to meet up at the thrift store together. I saw someone ask, but I'm sorry I didn't click on it, if you were in Oregon. You are not in
I'm
Oregon.
not. I have never been to Oregon,
Me
and
neither.
I want to, though, really bad, and I just haven't made it. But if we go thrifting together, I would crush you. Like,
Me or who was it
oh,
that said it?
anybody who wants to assume I'm talking to them, like,
Katrina said that. That's funny. That's funny. Nice. Nice. I would crush you. We would be probably fighting because we would go for the same stuff.
Nah, I would let you have the scraps. I would.
Well, I would, if I got away with just the scraps of what you pick up, I would probably still be
Oh,
fine.
please.
I mean, you pick up some killer stuff with incredible stories, and you're a lot like Courtney Bolo Buddies. Like, she posted a Bolo video yesterday, and I was watching it while I was taking my pictures, and the prices she was getting on stuff were insane. And I was like, you know why Courtney gets those prices? Because she asked those prices. She's like bold enough to stand up and be like, this is worth XYZ. And that's what her whole video was about. Some guy telling her that these video or something was worth a lot less. I won't ruin the video than what it actually was. And she was like, no, you don't have to buy it, but I know what my item's worth. And she gets outstanding prices for stuff.
You know, the video I put out recently that was like things I wish I had known when I started. One of the things is not selling yourself short. Like, a lot of times you get exactly what you asked for. See, I can hear me on there.
I can only hear you just like barely. It's not a bad feedback or anything.
Okay.
If they were bothered, then 62 people wouldn't be listening to you.
For all I know, you have me muted and everybody's just trying to read lips.
Yeah, I just got you muted. They're just reading your lips. I was teasing. There's a Hillsboro, Oregon, and a Longview, Washington. Oh, gotcha.
I really want to go to Oregon. I really do. Melody and I have talked about it a bunch. I really do. Like,
where would you go in Oregon? What would you do? You want to go see the coastline?
Just all of it. It's a part of the country I've never been to, and it was always, you know, when I was at the school, I couldn't even take a week off. So the thought of driving somewhere like Oregon wasn't an option. And Melody doesn't like to fly, and so we drive everywhere we go. But so in the summer, all we've ever done is we go to Duluth, Minnesota, and we go up there every year because that's where I went to high school. But Oregon is like definitely on my bucket list. I don't know about Portland. I don't know that I care about that. I don't care about the
I don't think I'd be big on like the cities or anything. That's what Scott
small towns.
Yeah, Noelle's saying she's like a mile and a half from Portland, 45 minutes. She should, you can have the scraps. And Katrina just says I should take you up on your offer. So, I mean, we all need to get together and thrift apparently. Well, you and I are both going to FlipCon. Noelle, are you going to FlipCon? Because we could thrift together there and one of us will have the scraps. Like, hopefully there's a thrift store within walking distance because I'm flying in there and I don't know if you're flying or driving, but I intend to fly. I don't want to drive there by myself.
No, I'll drive.
Oh, okay, good. Then you can take us to the thrift store. Amy says, when is your Whatnot debut? I have no idea. So I did get approved and I don't even know what I'm going to sell. And a lot of people have been like, well, what category did you get approved in? I got approved in Whatnot, in other. Here's the deal. I applied in January and everyone's like, just pick a popular category and you'll get approved right away. And I'm like, I don't like any of those popular categories. That's not what I sell. If I get approved on there, why do I want a job? Like, I could go sell something at Walmart and not want to do it. I don't want to sell action figures. You know, if I come across a bin of them, okay, but I don't want to go source them just to sell them on Whatnot, just to get approved. I have this, I have, you know, other things going on. So I applied in Whatnot and it took 4 months. And now our onboard was for emerging categories and you can literally sell anything. There's a category for food. I'm thinking about making vegan cookies and selling them.
I think I did the other two because my plan isn't to try and make any money on Whatnot. It really isn't. We still have probably $500 from that where I bought out that doll collection. And like I said, I've probably already made 50,000 on it. So I don't have to keep making money, but these aren't the kind of dolls that you get rid of. And I don't know, they take a lot of research. So I may do something like that for Whatnot and just get it to either to other resellers, you know, because it's a lot of this is stuff I would give away if somebody was here. And so like, as long as I don't spend too much of my own money getting it gone, then that would be okay. So I'm going to use Whatnot really to move stuff out that other people could benefit from. Because I have weird stuff in this house, like for reals.
I was just sitting here studying Bama's comment, FlipCon. I said FlipCon, right? Did I say?
Yeah.
Did I? Okay.
I think so.
He's unaware of what FlipCon is.
Maybe so.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was until about a month ago.
Well, about a month ago is when they released it.
Because I think I was like, they were trying to not let me find out.
Whatever.
It's just like high school all over again.
So Phoenix Resales and Harry Tornado have gotten together and they're co-hosting a reseller convention. And it'll be a convention, like a true educational convention with speakers. It's a 2-day conference / convention. And what is it? Flipcon.net is the website. Tickets are still available. They were right at $300 a ticket for the 2 days. That includes like the conference plus all of your food and drinks. And it's like a catered event. So yeah, everyone here should go. We can all meet each other. I'm going. I'm excited about it.
So you're in your basement. Like, what's around you in your basement? Like, what's in front of you?
I have this table rotates. Do you guys want a tour? I have a pile here. There's a video coming out tomorrow about my desk pile, and I'm going to show you guys right now. This table's squeaky, so this is part of my desk pile. Okay, and then if you look over here, this is inventory. You can see that. That's all listed stuff. And then we rotate around a little bit more, and that's all listed bins. All right, I'm gonna have to unplug the computer for a second, so I'm gonna get all wound up. And if we rotate around a little bit more, there's my ring light trying to make my face look pretty. And then let's keep going. There's Becky. She's without clothing, so don't look at her too long. And then there's a closet that has some unlisted inventory sitting down here on the floor. That's all part of the video tomorrow. You guys will see why it's there. There is like my shipping stuff, and then the wall that I stand in or sit in front of all the time. That's the whole room. This is like, there's one other shelf in another room. This is 1,400 listed pieces of inventory, shipping station, YouTube studio, and everything unlisted in this one room.
All right, you want a tour?
Yes.
All right, so that piece right there, that's actually a very rare 6.5-foot Jack-in-the-Box.
I want to see it work. You can't tell us it's a Jack-in-the-Box and not
a Jack-in-the-Box. And it's like 6.5 feet tall. It's really hard to get out. So if I go this way, inventory,
the wall of bins.
This,
if you sell something
right
in
there,
that bottom bin, you're getting
that
a workout.
Is so cool. That is cattle brands in a quilt. So
that's
in this
cool.
corner over
that's
here,
such a Texas thing.
That corner, that's an old post office mail sorting thing that I use for inventory.
Oh, and that's cool.
That's the door to get in.
Did you build that door?
No, I built doors like that in the house that didn't fit. Like they didn't have standard sizes. So there's inventory over there. Those are vintage dashes, like out of like Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I remember you showing me those ones. That's so cool.
And that is a flat file that
okay.
We store flat goods in there. And check out,
I need
do
one of those
the lamps on the back show up there?
Hang on, let me make you big real quick. I should have done that to begin with. They're probably like, Rachel, make him big. There we are. The lamps.
Can you see the lamps over there? I
Uh-huh.
love those. They are signed by an artist, but I haven't figured them out yet.
Those are the Spanish ones that you have, right?
Yeah. And then the desk.
Like paper mache.
That's
nice.
kind of it.
See, everyone thinks that everyone's setup is like this super fancy, something or another. I'm like, we're all just working out of a bedroom in our house.
So
Danielle said, "Are you sitting in the dark?" Yes.
When I built this house, this was a loft, and we really liked the idea of a loft, but we didn't like the practicality of it. So like when it was a loft, where all the bins are, I had like racks there that you could see from downstairs, just full of junk, and it did so much better as a room. And because it's not a very big house, so
that's why I'm stuck in the corner. I'm like, not only am I in the basement, then you have to go to the far corner. Like I am. These are both earth contact walls. I am in the furthest corner that I could be. It gets so cold in here in the wintertime. I'm like in the dungeon.
Should I make a stapler joke? Or would you not get it? She's too young.
I didn't get that at all. Was that the joke?
No,
Oh,
but I'm not
go
gonna.
ahead.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Tell me the stapler joke.
Nah,
I feel
no,
like that is the joke. Me asking for
no.
you to
It's
say
really
it
not
is,
the joke. I don't want you to get mad and burn this place down. So
I'm not going to. Carla
I
wants to know
don't
how many
see
rooms are
anybody
down here.
commenting. So there may not be other people that understand the
They
reference
don't
I've
get
just
it.
made.
They don't get your Grey Poupon joke either. Carla, there's a bathroom down here that is also bathroom / laundry room. Like you can pee while you're doing the laundry, and you could put it like it's all one room. It's so weird.
We just pee out of
And
this window over here.
because you're from Texas. And then there's this little kitchenette and living room. And then that room is also where we have the workout equipment in this room. So there's 4 rooms. No, there's actually only 3 rooms down here. Have you seen my stapler? Please don't touch my stapler. Is that the joke?
Somebody gets it. It's not a
Is
joke.
that
It's a movie reference.
is it a office thing? They're always talking about staplers.
It's a movie. It's not The Office.
What is it?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you.
Is it
Like, for
Office
real,
Space?
I'm not going to.
Office Space.
Yes. Have you seen
Yeah,
it?
we're no. I've seen bits and pieces of it.
You don't have to lie to make friends.
Listen, we weren't allowed to watch a lot of that kind of stuff when I was a kid, okay? Like my dad canceled cable because of the commercials. We weren't allowed to. He's in the chat. He can attest to this. We were not allowed to watch Forrest Gump. We were not like I couldn't watch Office Space. Are you insane? My dad would have had to stand behind me and cover my ears and eyes. And so I need to watch it as an adult now, but please don't tell my dad that I'm going to.
My childhood was different than yours. My dad
Yeah.
took my cousin Rodney and I to the drive-in to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Thanksgiving.
That's my mom. She would my mom's grandma raised her and she owned a drive-in movie theater and mom said that she says I tell this story wrong and so feel free to correct me, mom. But she said that they would eat popcorn with ketchup on it and watch these horror movies when she was a kid.
So let me tell you a secret about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and how that functions in real life. So
okay, wait. I'm terrified of movies like that, Scott. So it can't be anything graphic.
No. This ends like the worst possible way ever. So trust me, it'll be okay. So like,
what do you mean if it ends the worst way ever? Like I usually leave people's chats if they bring up movies like this. I can't take it.
I'm not going to talk about the movie.
Okay, good.
Okay, so like I have shared it before that I loved my dad, but my dad drank. So that night, Rodney and I are upstairs and we're just being kids. We're just chilling. And my dad thought it would be funny to come up there because we're up there having just watched this terrible, awful show. And my dad swings the door open and fires up the chainsaw just to scare us.
That's
well,
terrifying.
Rodney freaks and he throws the sheet at the chainsaw.
Oh,
do you know what happens when a sheet hits a chainsaw?
The sheet hit the chain.
It shuts it off right now and it pulls the sheet into the whole mechanism. It never runs again. So if you are ever attacked by throw a sheet at the chainsaw and you will be okay. It will shut it off.
Oh my gosh, that's
instantly.
So smart.
The cloth gets caught in that. And
I am
so
here for this educational content.
Look at now, see, I'm here to help people. Look
at
the people in the chat. And here's the thing, they probably think I made that up. But
no, I don't think you made that up.
No, I didn't make it up.
I think that was probably true. Mom said, I guess I told the story right, and it was the best way to eat popcorn. And Christopher doesn't do horror movies either, but everyone's cracking up, and they don't think that you made it up. I don't think it actually. He had that coming. When the sheet, it's the chainsaw. Yeah, I would think that he had that coming for trying to scare you guys. Great tips. See, everyone loves your tips. We all learned something valuable tonight. Carry a sheet.
And I really hadn't even thought about it much until I was running the lumber mill, and if you try to cut cedar on it, it has the loose bark. It's like a fibrous bark, and if you don't peel the bark off a cedar log before you mill it, it does the same thing. It pulls that fibrous material into the saw blade and the bearings, and it shuts off a gas-powered lumber mill. So I'm telling you,
Wow.
everybody wants to carry like a weapon to be safe. You need to carry a sheet with you,
Yeah.
and like
That's like
whatever they're doing, just throw a sheet at them, and you
I
can
mean,
get away.
basically, wear a toga. Like Noelle says, wear a sheet around your waist and you'll
That's
be
probably
good.
why they wore togas.
So listen, you were terrified of like scary movies as a kid, but I remember my dad doing something kind of
I
similar, but in
wasn't
a different
scared. I'm
way.
terrified of scary movies. I'm terrified of
We're
my
gonna go
dad.
with you were terrified of it, okay? You're still scared to this day. You guys heard it here
All right,
first.
all right.
When I was younger, I had this loud stereo system and I kind of drove my car around town fast. So I was getting pulled over all the time. And my dad thought it would be funny to wake me up one day with the
Oh
sound of a
no.
police siren. He found this police siren somewhere. I don't know where he got it. I think where he was working at the time. And he stands in the hallway while I'm asleep and turns on these lights and sirens because I was always getting pulled
Oh my
over
gosh.
because that was how he woke me up.
Awful.
So yeah, I
So-
mean, fun. Did
So
you ever
when
wake
did you
your
get rid
kids
of
up
your
anyway?
loud stereo?
Oh no, it's loud today. That's why I can't hear
Is it
anything.
really? No.
Yeah, absolutely. It thumps like the mirrors shake. It's why I cannot. If someone's not in the room with me or looking at me, I'm like, speak. I cannot hear you. It's my own fault. I will.
So I had a car that I had loud stereos, and I had right before we had our son Shane, I had spent like $1,200 on my car stereo, like $1,200, and it would thump. It was so loud, but we had a baby, and like you never got to play it, and so
Yeah, I
I
don't
was
play it
at
when the kids are in the car.
well, and I just got to where I didn't, but I was at a stoplight by the Temple Mall in Temple, Texas, and the car next to me was a bunch of young kids, and they had their stereo going, but it was so tinny and so awful sounding. And I thought, I'm going to shut them down because my stereo was so much better. But the only CD in the car was Barney. It's like the only one I had. And I thought, you know what? Let's do this. So I put
I bet
Barney in
Barney
there
thumps.
and I cranked this thing up. I love you. Like, and you can't hear theirs anymore because my stereo was that good. And I got their attention. I don't know that I got their respect, but then the light turned green and I drove away.
Oh, you got their respect. They were like, dude, we can't touch him. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Lori had something funny to say. She said why they wore togas. Yes, it's because the Romans had chainsaws.
You know it.
No, I like Nashville Flippers is saying, what am I listening to, Mary Mary? Because I don't really listen to a whole lot of secular music. And I will have you know that NF, who's like a Christian rapper, thumps hard. Like I pulled up to Meals on Wheels the other day. And if I'm just pulling up to like load my coolers, then of course I got my music on. Like I would never pull up to any of the customers' houses like that, any of our clients' houses. But when I pull up to load my coolers, it's like boom, 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 and this guy, this older guy, he's like such a Karen. Okay. He complains about everything. He'll tell you if you're parked in the wrong spot. And he's like, do you think that stereo is fast enough? This sure is a loud stereo you have. And I said something to the effect of like, I would go gladly show him what it was so he could replicate it in him and his wife's car. He didn't want to see it. Rachel is in the kid pickup line. I do blast music, but the other day someone was blasting some music in the kid pickup line and it was totally uncensored. I mean, like the treble was turned up to where you could hear the lyrics. I was just like, I don't think I can be that person. I blast my radio and earbuds to this day because you got to be rocking, especially. Oh gosh, is that your favorite song?
No, I told her something in confidence, and she's going to throw it right back at me.
She just threw you
see how
under
it
the
is?
bus.
I
Like
thought she loved me, but she doesn't.
Nice. Yeah, thumping to baby music.
I had a truck, and it's old truck, and the CD got stuck in it, and I couldn't, and it was just repeating the same song, and I couldn't get it to shut off, and I couldn't get it, and it was freak out for like a whole week. That song played over and over and over until I could get to Saturday and take the stereo out of the car. Like I gave up on it and finally pulled the stereo out. And I didn't even bother to try and save the CD. I was over it.
Nice. I got Drew a new stereo for his new pickup for his birthday. He hasn't put it in yet. His birthday was the 8th and today is the 29th, but he says he's going to. I think he likes it.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He said he wanted a touchscreen stereo. He said he's just been so busy. And a backup camera too, because the truck doesn't have a backup camera. And so I got him one of those because the stereo had capability to display a backup camera. So I got him one of those, and I'm sure eventually he'll install it. Everyone here loves NF. You guys are amazing and have amazing taste. And Scott, are you familiar
What
with
is NF?
That's the Christian rapper I was talking about earlier. I'll send you some of his music.
I don't know who it is.
You might love it.
I mean, I like rap. There's a group called Run DMC. I kind of like them.
I don't think I've heard of them. I don't know. I'll have to look. Drew will do it. Yeah, eventually. You commented
she said I put
that
in a public post. Is she trying to tell me my Instagram is public?
Oh no. Isn't it hilarious when you see people's like Instagram or Facebook and you think they probably don't realize that these are public posts?
Yeah. I don't really understand Instagram, and now everybody's got the moving pictures and stuff, and I'm just like, these kids need to get off my virtual lawn.
I know, like so many moving photos. Jennifer, thank you so much for dropping people's links. I really appreciate that. Everyone that's here, I wish you guys would go.
Jennifer not the best? Channels. Like for real,
she is the best. No, she is.
I mean,
the BEST best.
Right? And no, all
would you make up
aside,
all your years in education, you have to have been exposed to a lot of cheerleaders. Will you make up a cheer for Jennifer on the spot right
Oh
here?
Gosh, no.
Just
I hate it. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, that idea is just the worst. Have you seen the Lego movie?
No.
That's what he says. Vitruvius says.
Were there chainsaws in it? I may have missed it.
He says that idea is just the worst. It's the best. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Jennifer always comes through. Wait, vehicles have backup cams? I'm so behind the times. Okay, I just saw a video the other day. Tell me what you think about this. It was John Crist, the comedian. He posted this video, and apparently he called like a car service and asked for a car to take him from Bank of America in Phoenix, Arizona to Trader Joe's. The car shows up. It is a van. It is 100% driverless. I'm not talking about like a Tesla where there's like a steering wheel and the car's driving itself, but you're behind the wheel. Okay, no. There is no one in the car, and it shows up. And he gets it. He's like talking to these people in the parking lot. He's like, I don't even understand where I should go. He's like, do I sit in the back seat, in the front seat? He gets in the back seat, and it's like, hey, Mr. Crist, we're here to take you to your destination. And I'm talking, this van drove through 45-mile-an-hour traffic, 4 lanes plus a turn lane, and drove him with no one else in the car. I am not ready for that. There's no way. Would you have gotten that van?
Oh, yeah.
You would have got in there?
Sure.
You're like content with life? You're done?
Well, I'm not done. I have faith that I'm going to make it.
I don't. There's no driver in the car. Okay.
Somebody said their ringtone is rap.
Nice. Just rap.
Oh, it's
my
Noel.
Ringtone is rap. My favorite rapper is The Thrift Store Shop by Macklemore. Oh, nice. Love it with my friend.
Nobody in the chat, I don't think, could guess my ringtone.
Oh, I bet I could. I bet.
No, you can't. You can't. You think you can, but you can't.
It's Time in a Bottle by Jim Croce.
No.
No way. I don't trust that one bit. I've gotten into a car with much more dangerous drivers. Everyone in the chat, I want you guys to drop what is Scott's current ringtone.
Okay.
It is
the
from factory a movie. Ringtone.
No, it's not a factory ringtone. It is from a movie.
It's from a movie. It's a song from a movie or a quote.
Yes.
Born to be Wild. Yes, a song and a quote.
No, it's one or the other. It's a song. Part of a song.
World War II siren.
No, these are great though. Like some of the Barney. Now, see, that's a. Oh, who was that? That's Drew. Yeah, I take it back.
Probably Barney.
That was okay.
Whale tones. Show me the way to go home. Snoop Dogg. Is it My Heart Will Go On?
All right, I'm going to give you a hint. I picked it because Melody hates it.
Okay, so it's a song from a movie. She hates it. It is a song from Dirty Dancing. Wait.
It creeps her out.
Oh, is it?
No, she actually likes that show. Like, I'm not the horror. It's her. It's the quiet people you got to
Hmm.
worry about. She's going to be the one wearing my face after I'm gone.
Oh my God. But it's something that freaks her out. So it is it Let It Go? Jeepers
Would it
Creepers.
let it go? Oh no. Is that like from Frozen or something? I haven't seen
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's a good movie. Is it Jaws theme?
No, these are great. Like there's a lot of these I would use.
Feels good to be a gangsta from
No.
Office Space. Chariots of Fire.
No.
Let's see, the Ghost theme
They'll
song.
never guess it.
Give us one more clue.
Um
Theme song from Titanic, Swamp Picker says.
it is a ringtone made for ringtones.
I'm going with Jerry B. School's Out for Summer. That'd be good. Ghostbusters. Do 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 do. Is that it?
No. No.
That's perfect for a ringtone, though. The Oompa Loompa song, Hakuna Matata.
Well, add it to your phone.
I had the factory ringtone. My ringtone is never on.
You really have the factory ringtone?
Absolutely. Like it's on silent all the time. If anything, it's on vibrate. It's never. It's
How
all
do you
you'd hear
find
is
it
my
if
phone.
you Is
I
it
asked my
a
Google
zombie
speaker and it
song?
calls it zombie. What's the genre of music? Jennifer says. Good question. We get 5
Ringtones.
questions, and that's one of them. What is the genre?
Ringtones.
It is not.
It is.
It's a Small World. Is that it?
No.
Anthony, he said it's not the generic one. Minions. We get more questions, guys. I went with Jennifer's for 1. We get 4 more questions to try to figure out what his ringtone is.
It
When
is
I was 16.
legit
Star
written to be a
Wars.
ringtone.
Star Wars.
No.
Oh, okay. Then it's something newer because we only had musical
No.
ringtones within the last.
No. No. No.
The Nokia song for Elise.
Oh no, but I love for Eloise. For Eloise.
Is that? I don't know.
I
How to
love
say
that. It is not my ringtone, but I actually love that.
Question number
Jennifer.
2. What decade is it from?
I think it's from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay, so that is like semi-recent. Okay, let's
You're getting
see.
old.
That's not recent. That's a long time ago.
I mean,
I am.
it's vintage.
Rub it in. The air guitar ringtone, old time phone ring. Is it You've Got Mail? The theme from Dexter.
No, but that
Ice,
was a
Ice
great
Baby.
guess.
Oh.
Ice Baby would be awesome.
I used to have that as my ringtone.
Did you really?
Yeah, absolutely. For like probably 4 years, that was my
Insane.
ringtone.
These questions are awesome.
Huh. Let's see. Oh, what was her idea? I missed the idea.
Okay.
I love that idea. So
It's
cute.
a horror film.
It's for a horror film?
Uh-huh.
Is it from Scream or
No.
I'm trying to think 2000s and 90s. For years, my ringtone has been a recording of my son giggling when he was about 4, and he's 18 now. Aww. Probably Freebird. What's up?
Yeah, y'all. You want me to just tell you?
Okay, tell us what it is.
It's the ringtone from a movie called One Missed Call.
Oh. And it's creepy.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think so, but I have it because it creeps Melody out.
Nice, nice. Oh, look, that's what Lindsay said. Did she say that before? Like while she's probably typing that while you were saying that. They're smart. They guess everything. If I had to do trivia night with a reseller, it wouldn't be you. It'd be Trevor and his wife. You'd be my third option though.
For what?
Trivia night. If you had to do trivia night with anybody that you know, who would be like on your dream trivia team?
Oh, honestly, Melody, because she likes all of this stupid stuff that I'm not into. And so she knows everything about movies and songs and artists and stuff like that. And it's different stuff than I know. So for her to be on my team, we make a pretty good team because I know important stuff, like science and history and, and she likes like she could tell you who won a Grammy or whatever, and I'm not even sure what show that is. So,
What show is the Grammys? Can you play your ringtone for us? Olive Oil wants to hear
ooh,
it.
will you get demonetized if I do that?
I'm gonna miss tens of dollars over the long haul.
Let me. I don't. How do I find it on here? I need somebody younger to
So to
show me
like
how to
if you're
find my
gonna
ringtone.
set, I would say like if you're gonna set your ringtone, either text Melody and say call me real quick.
You are breaking up on me terribly bad.
Either tell Melody to call you real quick, or go into your settings where you would typically set your ringtone, and then like go through the list and click on it. It's like a music box. Okay, and it's a little creepy. Just like if you
Well, do you know that you don't know the premise of the movie, though, do you?
no, we can't talk about scary movies on this channel.
If you missed the call, you died.
Oh.
Like, I mean, it's a really the show wasn't good. Like, the
Does this
ringtone
mean
was.
that you answer your phone? Because if so, I might need to put that as Drew's ringtone. Because when I call him, he never answers. Ever. Do you do
So,
Melody that way? You just don't answer when she calls you?
oh no, I never do that. Like, I answer my phone and she screens her calls. Like, if she doesn't know the number, and I'm like, I mean, she does it terribly. The best I ever got her though is I changed her ringtone to the ChaChing sound. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
that was a good one.
Oh, that'd be good to Jay. We should do that at FlipCon. Like try to get a hold of people's phones and change.
If you could, I need to see if my son can do that and just get it to where I could mass everybody's phone and take them over from mine and do it all at once.
Oh, okay. Well, just take over the world. I mean, sounds perfect. You know how you can like drop a file if you're on iPhone to other phones? You could just drop the cha-ching sound, and when everyone in the room opens it at the same time, it'd be like cha-ching.
That would be terrific.
Maybe do that. Trevor says text me instead. Yeah, I don't know. I call Drew and he never answers. I'd break my phone if I had that ringtone. Drew says I answer when I hear it, or if I'm not in the attic or an electrical panel. I called him today, and he did say he didn't hear it.
Melody used to answer when I would call, but then they invented caller ID, and then that was it.
I hope Lindsay doesn't read this. I'm putting it up here just in case you delete it. How disappointing would it be to think you made a sale and it's actually just a text from your wife? Which would you rather have, Scott? Just in case Melody
Melody's
watches
not up
the
here. I'd
replay.
rather have a sale.
Stop it. She's gonna watch the replay. I'm sending this to her. So I go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to say anything important. I promise you.
Mine was only semi-important. If the those of you who have not seen over on Instagram, because I understand there are people that are not on Instagram. It is a thing that are only here on YouTube. This will be the last Friday Night Live until September. We're taking like a summer break, mainly because my oldest son, I have 2 summers before he graduates high school, and that's a big revelation there, right? You have 2 summers with your kid before they graduate. He turned 16 this year.
Yeah, no, it's a big deal.
Yeah. And I'm like, I just think it'd be like super important for us to hang out together as a family as much as possible this summer, and including Friday nights. And then also, I know a lot of resellers that are like, oh, I'd be there, but yard sales in, the morning because it's yard sale season.
Right.
And so no one wants to be hanging out super, super late. And there's some people that have date night with their wives and whatnot. So I may possibly even look at changing the day or time whenever we do regroup, but I don't know. I'm open to suggestions on that. So if anyone has any suggestions, my Instagram is always open. Bring him on as a guest. Bring Scott on. Is that what he's suggesting?
I've been muted the whole time, so they have no idea I'm here.
They don't even know what you're saying. Do you know American Sign Language? Did you ever learn any American Sign Language?
I don't. I mean, I learned one symbol really early, but I mean, other than that, no, not a whole lot.
Yeah. So I like try. I'm not gonna say I tried because I feel like if you tried to learn sign language, you would learn it. I want to learn sign language, okay, but I haven't dedicated my time to it. I'm Just going to be honest. And so while I'm delivering Meals on Wheels, like I know some phrases, and I look down at my sheet and there's this new lady on there, and it says that she is deaf, and it gives you instructions about how to where to leave her meal because she is deaf. And I'm like, oh, it's my moment. I'm gonna speak
This
to
is
her.
my moment.
I'm gonna speak to her in sign language. And so I like am like, okay, I'm gonna tell her to have a nice day and like all this stuff. And I'm like, I gotta make sure that I have the signs right. And I even Google it before because she's a few apartment doors down from this other apartment I'm at. And like I know this is day, but I'm like, what is that? I think the nice was like this, like nice day. And so I'm gonna go drop off her food and I'm gonna be like, have a nice day. Bye. And I get there and she's not deaf at all. She's not even hard of hearing. I don't understand why that's on there. It said that was why she had her dog, was because she's hard of hearing and the dog is there to alert her that someone's at the door. If that is how she got to keep this dog in this apartment, good for her, because the lady could hear every word that I said. And here I was like all ready with my sign language. I was so excited. She wasn't deaf.
I would love to know sign language, and I just didn't, I mean, I don't have a good reason for it. I never had a pressing need. I would have liked it just for school. But I just didn't ever really have a reason to, and I barely speak English. So having a second language of any kind would be good.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that they would offer American Sign Language here. They offer Spanish, of course, because everyone offers Spanish. What are you laughing at? I know YMCA and Sign
Trevor
Language.
cracks me up. Like, and I don't want to say it out loud because I think he's funny, and I'm wondering if his wife thinks he's funny. Because see, like when Melody and I started dating, she thought I was funny, and I had like 15 minutes worth of material, but that was 33 years ago, and so now she just rolls her eyes and just wonders, what she's done with her life.
Lindsay, do you think that Trevor's funny? Anthony said that lady just wanted people to leave her alone. Maybe. You should spend as much time with him thank you. Thank you, Colin's on the move. Yeah, she finessed the system. That's right. I want to know. I struggle with English also. Yeah, people are always trying to tell Courtney she's pronouncing stuff wrong. I'm like, then make a video and pronounce it how you want to.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Leave her alone. Oh my gosh. Someone has my son thinking he's saying his own name wrong at school. He's 5. And then he comes back and tells me that he wishes his name was something else. And I'm like, you are saying your name fine. And this, it's Israel and he's 5. And so sometimes he says it like a little bit different. And I'm like, go tell this kid what his name, because I know who it is. I'm like, go tell so-and-so that it's your name. You ought to know how to say it. Isn't that an awful thing to tease a 5-year-old about, that they're saying their own name wrong?
Oh, absolutely. And people have always thought I've spelled my name wrong. Normally, I don't tell anybody how to spell my name to correct them. I do it so that when I write my name, they don't think that I don't know how to spell my own name.
They're like, oh, he's so stupid.
Yeah, that's right. So I tell them not so that spell my name right, because I don't really care. But I don't want them to think that I don't know how to spell my name. Like,
yeah, that's one question you have to get right on the test, or that's pretty bad. Yeah. Noelle was saying she's back to her normally scheduled lives on Thursday, starting this next Thursday, right, Noelle? And tell everyone what time it is. Well, at my 20 years, my husband can hear my eyes roll even on the phone. I don't see Lindsay. Oh, there she is. Trevor is very funny, she said. And she was licking her elbow when she said that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. If Lindsay allowed Trevor to send that picture and knowing that we were all going to see it, she's funny too.
She's got to be. Like
they're
I
funny
can go
together.
downstairs right now and ask Melody to lick her elbow while I'm holding a camera phone. She's not going to even try it. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, she may not even respond to me, and she may just feign death until I get uncomfortable and leave.
I'm saying Parallette. Am I wrong? Marie Parallette?
That's how I would have pronounced it.
Unless it's
French. Because her first name is Marie. Parallette.
She said 6 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday night. Pacific is how many hours behind us? 2, right? Behind Central.
It's like
Pacific Mountain Central. Oh, it's
It's
so
like
funny when I
freedom
was
units. You have to say it in Central Time. Everything is in Central Time.
yeah. So I was on with Organizer Reseller last week and she's
Her let.
British and she has beautiful teeth. And she said, I'm gonna be on at such and such time. I think that's 2 o'clock US time. And I was like, US time? Honey, we got 5 time zones. No. Like that's yeah, Perlay. Oh,
Her let.
Perlet. And what did I say? I said Perlet. Huh. I was right. Say what? Nice, nice. Courtney can say what everything right. People can be picky. People couldn't say my name right, so I changed it. Really? Oh, I skipped over earlier. So Trevor was saying he had the unique one of one misprint of the Nashville Flippers hat, and he said it says the Nashville Flappers. Is this true? If you would auction that off, I'd bid on it. The Nashville Flappers. That's hilarious.
We had a school convocation one time, and one of the other districts around us, a lot of the little schools would get together at the beginning of the year, and we'd have a convocation for, there's like 6 or 7 different districts. And in the Texas testing system, one of the districts qualified as exemplary. And so their superintendent had all of the teachers' T-shirts made that just said exemplary on them. And so they all come and they all wear, and they spelled exemplary wrong. So like, and none of them picked up on it. And they all walk in, and it took like 30 seconds before everybody was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. It was awesome.
Oh, that's
I
terrible.
felt bad for the
Yeah.
teachers, but the superintendent was, he was just wired different than me. And he's probably the only reason that I won Superintendent of the Year in the year that I won it. When I got nominated, and I thought, like, this is incredible that I would get nominated for anything. And so there's an interview process once you're nominated, because Region 12 in Texas has 77 school districts. And so I get nominated and I go, and I'm like, I'm done. Like, first of all, I don't want to be gone from the school. I need to be back here working with kids. And this other guy, he's kind of arrogant. Like, I don't know how else to put it. And he's like, anyway, so I'm not arrogant. So like, I give you an example. Like one day my car wouldn't start, and I have a very nice Kubota mower. Like, and I drove it to school. Like, I'm going to be there on time. So like, I park it in my spot. He would never do that. So anyway, I get to Region 12 for the interview, and like, I don't have fancy stuff. I work with kids, so I'm not sure what they want to hear. And I'm just going into the meeting, and I see his Corvette with his personalized plates there. And I thought, I bet he's here interviewing for this. And I thought, if he is, I have to win now. Like I have to win, because I just couldn't stand it. Because I didn't care until then. And so like when I got in there, like, man, I put on a show.
Are you telling me not to get the personalized plates that I was thinking about?
Yeah, no. Like, that was probably the most petty I've been in my whole life. Like,
so you were Richard Petty.
yeah, no, yeah, I was Kyle Petty, but
Wait, do you think personalized plates are a bad thing?
oh no, like for me, like I live in a small farm town, and their school district is in a small farm town. First of all, you're driving a Corvette with personalized plates to your job. If you pulled up in a Ford 350 with personalized plates, you're golden. But a Corvette is useless out here. Like, as far as like, it has no purpose. My mower, people like wanted to come out and see my mower.
Noel's talking smack about your $30,000
okay,
tractor.
So like, no joke, like my mower isn't $30,000, but it is significantly worth more than my truck.
That's hilarious. Like, that's why it started and the truck didn't.
My truck is an 05 Ford F-150, and I don't replace it because it has 87,000 miles on it. My
What?
mower is newer and it's a diesel and it cost a lot. I think my mower is probably still worth $7,000 or $8,000.
What did the plate say? Do you remember? Or the gist of what it was? Was it his name? Was it
I'll think of it because it was like, no, it was something that you were like, really? I can't think of it right now. I will think of it. Like I'll send you a note if I don't remember.
my
Now
Corvette has
everybody's going to leave and just let me see if my subscriber count went down when I told people I was petty.
that you are petty? I'm
Yeah,
petty. I told everyone this week that I was petty, and then I showed a picture of Richard Petty, and I said, "Actual photo of me." I'm petty.
it didn't go down.
Charlotte Dobre has petty merch, and I need to get some of her petty merch. She has like tie-dye
So,
shirts and t-shirts and hats.
I like
It just says
Charlotte
petty.
Dobre. Like
I like her. I don't like when she drops like some language, and I had to click out of
there's
those
some
videos.
of the
Like,
stuff she does is just kind of ugly, and I don't think that's funny. I think she's very funny, but when you're petty at someone's expense, like where you're actually hurting somebody, I don't. To me, that's not funny.
yeah.
But overall, she's
I
funny.
watch
We
like
watch
her
her.
reaction videos. Is that what you mean?
What?
The reaction videos?
Yeah, just some of them where somebody did something really really ugly, and she's like, you know, I kind of like that, and I'm like, I kind of don't. But
yeah.
you know, but she would probably like if I wrote out me wanting to win that thing just because of who else was running for
She'd crack up.
had been nominated for it, she would be like, oh, that's you know.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh, I like it. I like it."
Yeah.
I do like her, and I like most of what she puts out there. It's the only reaction channel I've ever watched. I normally think that is like recycled content, and I'm not a fan, but something in her delivery of it just goes to show you it's not always like the content of the video. Sometimes it's like your presentation, you know?
Exactly. She's funny. She's
She
genuinely
is.
funny. You know,
Yeah,
and
she's
she
Canadian,
can
so
sing.
that's weird. Just kidding.
Like she can
She what?
genuinely sing too. Sing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I
she's got a
understand that she
beautiful
can.
voice.
Yeah, that's funny. We watch a lot of the same YouTubers. Every time I'm like, oh, I have to tell you about this account because this person's helping me. You're like, oh yeah, I already watched them.
Yeah, well,
I
we
didn't
finished
expect
the
you to say-
internet a while back.
We finished it.
Yeah, like we're done.
You've seen them all. You've seen them all.
I've
Nice.
seen
Gulf
everything
Coast
on the
Picker, good night. He says good night.
Nashville Flippers are asking if I can sing, and the answer to that is no. Like not at all. My brother can sing, but I cannot sing at all. I can whistle, but I can't
Do
sing.
you play an instrument though? It's Charlotte Dobre, Carla.
No.
No instrument at all? All those years around the kids in band and they didn't make you learn an instrument?
No. I took viola for a little while, but I never learned to read music.
What is that?
I just memorized the songs.
What is that?
A viola? It's like a fat violin.
I've never heard of this instrument.
That's why they gave it to me. It's like all the kids who could have an instrument bought a violin, and they're like, "Oh, here's a viola for you." And
it's like your name, like they couldn't afford the rest of the letters. A viola,
right.
like it's
So
almost a
I
violin.
literally wound up on the violin because I had to, or the viola because I had to use what the school had. But it wasn't. I'm not musically inclined at all. Like I can whistle. Like
yeah,
I can whistle. You know, but not. I don't have music now. I could build an instrument. Like our Melody plays the piano, and Miss Perlette said that I had a recorder, which I still didn't know how to play.
My son broke out his recorder the other day, and I don't mean my 5-year-old. I mean my 15-year-old broke out his recorder from like 3rd grade and started playing it. Do you know this quote?
Sing one, Jane.
Sing one, Jane. You don't know that?
No, that doesn't mean a thing to me.
Guitar Tarzan? No?
I think you guys are just ganging up on me.
No. My brother can sing. I felt that, Scott. I felt that. Most of my siblings can sing. I cannot.
My brother can genuinely sing, but like Jim and I are completely different. Jim is like 6'2" and probably 280 pounds. And
wow, big guy.
Tall, and like in school, all the girls liked him, and he was pretty. And but for me, like school was super easy, and Jim, it was not super easy. Like, and he knows it. Like Jim called me where I was talking to him on the phone one time, and in fact, I was on speakerphone with him and his wife, and Jim was like, "Did Mom tell you I was writing a book?" And I was like, "Jim, Mom didn't even tell me you had a new box of crayons." So,
Did he finish his book?
yes, he did, and
Nice.
it's his is Jim lives a different life than me. Like I always played by the rules. And like Jim dropped when John Denver died, my brother dropped out of society and he went up and down the West Coast singing John Denver songs in bars for real. Like,
Nice.
and so like me, I'm like, no, I got to be in school. Like,
Well, since your brother sings, would he know who Ray Stevens is if I asked him?
I know who Ray Stevens is. What was
He
the song
sings
I was supposed to know?
Guitar Zan, where he says, "Sing
I
one,
know Guitar
Jane."
Band.
That's what we're sing one.
Okay. I didn't get the reference. Yeah, no, like when the squirrel went berserk in the
Yeah, in
yeah,
the First Self-Righteous
yeah,
Church,
yes. Yeah, no, Ray Stevens
Mississippi
is
Squirrel
awesome.
Revival. Ray Stevens is great. I have several Ray Stevens albums in there, like on LP, and I don't know, we just think he's hilarious. Oh geez, Noelle thinks now I'm gonna have to scrub my brain with Metallica or something. No, I feel like we need to just play that right now. Who cares about
Like freak out.
monetization?
Oh
That if
man.
you haven't heard the Mississippi Squirrel Revival, then your life
Who,
is
me?
incomplete. What's that?
When I was younger, I didn't listen to like before I had a car and I could rock out to things like Barney. I listened to like funny musicians. So like Ray Stevens and Weird Al Yankovic and all of
Mhm.
that was my jam. Like for
I
real.
mean, they're pretty great. Marie says I like Ray Stevens. Ray Stevens song, "It's Me Again, Margaret." Or The Streak. Oh my gosh, I
This,
was singing that to Israel like yesterday because he went streaking down the hallway and I was like, fastest
okay.
thing on 2 feet. He's the 5-year-old, not the 15-year-old.
It took me a second. I was like, well,
No,
there you
he's
go.
in kindergarten. He still streaks through the house. I mean, I don't know. What age do they stop at? I wanted to be the next Weird Al when I was younger. That's true. Drew said that he used to write parody songs because he wanted to be like Weird Al.
Me
Can you
too.
believe that? Like
No, I
Kindred
totally believe
Spirits.
that. I still do it in my head.
He said he used to do that and does it sometimes as well. So maybe you guys could get together and write a song
If I had
that
any
neither one of you
musical
would sing.
ability, I would do that.
Drew has a deep voice. So we were listening on the way home from the track meet earlier. Long Black Train came on and he's like, "Oh, Israel, we're gonna listen to this song. Daddy likes this song." And Drew's like singing it in his very deep Josh Turner like voice. And then Israel starts, "I don't want to listen to this song." And I wanted to hear Drew sing it in his deep voice. And I was like, "Shh, Daddy's listening to music."
So can Drew sing?
I think he can. He doesn't most of the time. He acts like he can't, and when he sings, sometimes it's really quiet. But he was actually singing out. I felt like he'd been singing that one in the car by himself, and he felt a little better about it because he was actually singing out. I feel like he can sing well.
No, I've got a voice more like Biz Marquis. I don't know if you remember him, but
Yeah.
I could sing like that.
Did he do that? You
Yes. Like I could probably pull off that first word.
nice. Yeah, that's perfect. We need an album. Trevor says I'm 33 and I do that. I guess
Maybe it's a
writes
guy
the
thing.
songs. Maybe like a surgeon.
Those
I
are all
don't
Weird
know
Al
what that.
songs.
Eat it. Okay, yeah. But the Like a Surgeon. Oh, must be like to Madonna's song. Okay, gotcha. I don't think I've heard that one though. I need to.
Yes, you have. I've heard
I
them all.
don't know. I don't know if I've heard that one. But there was one recently released within the last like 5 years. He released a song and I don't remember what it was, but it was good. And then that bad lip syncing, they put out all those funny Star Wars songs. Did you watch
Oh
or
yeah,
listen to those?
I've seen that. But so back when I got hooked on that stuff, there was a show, a radio show called the Dr. Demento show that was on late night, and they would play all of those kind of songs and
Like Bushes
so
of Love and stuff.
you're breaking up on me, so
The
probably
song
whatever
called
you said
Bushes,
is
the
correct.
song called Bushes of Love, the Star Wars one, all the bad lip reading ones. There one is called like Bushes of Love, and what's the they're talking about wearing Yoda like a backpack, and you know the songs that I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, but this was literally before that though. So this would have been I would have
Oh,
been maybe 12, so this is like 77, 78, somewhere right in there. I mean, contemporary of Star Wars, but
I'm not gonna believe you like Weird Al unless you sing this line.
you really are breaking up on me. And I think you're doing it on
Yeah.
purpose. You got a button over there to go garble, garble, garble.
Would you
Exactly.
sing the? Would you sing this?
It's Madonna's song, like a virgin.
Oh, I just wanted to hear you sing it. Olive
No,
oil, good night.
I don't sing.
I thought Olive Oil was saying going to 91 yard sales tomorrow. It's the 91 yard sale tomorrow.
Oh,
Hit the 91 yard sales tomorrow. Are you going to 91 yard sales?
is it Highway
Seagull
91?
pecking my head, not fun. We listened to that like all the way down Route 66 for 25 days. We listened to that song at least probably 3 times a day. So the kid that played Harry Potter is going to be Weird Al in a new movie. No,
He's too short.
that'd be weird. There is some guy in the Commonwealth that sold some CDs of that.
From Weird Al?
Tim Hawkins. Oh, Tim Hawkins. Yeah, he's hilarious too. Have you
I
ever
don't know who
heard
that is.
So he's a Christian comedian. He is so funny, but he does a lot of like really funny, like he'll sing stuff. That's kind of his bit in his comedy is like singing parody songs. Oh man, you have to look up Tim Hawkins. He's funny. Kevin sold 1,000 copies of Dr. Demento CDs.
Oh, didn't save me one.
Can't believe it. Poking my head.
Daniel Radcliffe is going to play Weird Al Yankovic?
That sounds really weird.
If he does that, he really is magic. Like, because I can't see that.
He's a wizard, Harry. You haven't done a single impression since you've been on here, and I have done a lot. So you can pick whatever country that you want to make an accent from.
Me?
Yeah. You need to do some type of an impression. Do an impression of Melody. See if she sees this later.
No, because I'll get in trouble. Like for sure. Because like my impressions.
I'll do an impression of Drew first. Let me do an impression.
I'm
of
not.
Drew. My wife is the best wife ever.
Yeah, I will not be doing an impression of Melody. I could do. Let's see. What could I do an impression of? How about a Canadian?
Okay, yeah. We were talking about Charlotte Dobre, so.
Well, but she's barely Canadian. She doesn't sound. She's.
Sometimes she says "a."
Oh, I know, eh?
Good. Now, if a Texan can be in Canadian, like you feel like you could go up there and blend in.
Oh, no doubt. I could. You bet.
Really? You do sound really nice all of a sudden.
I lived north of Duluth, Minnesota. So
that's right. That's why you don't say y'all a whole lot.
Oh, yeah, you betcha.
You betcha. You betcha. We should make the next Friday Night Live that comes back just impressions of people. Speaking of impressions, the 5 resellers and their impressions of like their parodies of resellers, oh my gosh, was so funny. 5 resellers, if you're watching this, even in the replay, I really wish you'd do one of me just because I think it'd be hilarious and I want to see what you would say. Have they done one of you?
Of me? I don't, what would you do? Like, I mean, there wouldn't be anything to copy. Like, I don't know what they would do. So it would be funny to watch for me because they would just go, duh. Like, that'd be it. Like, I don't know.
Would you please say this in your Canadian accent?
Say what?
Oh, Bobby, don't you know?
Oh, don't you know now?
That was from Bobby's World, right? The
I
show
haven't watched that.
that's a cartoon from like when I was a kid. Who's the guy that does Deal or No Deal? Who's the germaphobe guy? Howie Mandel.
Howie
Howie Mandel
Mandel.
made he made a cartoon and it was called Bobby's World. And Bobby's mom would always say, "Oh, Bobby, don't you know?" all the time.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Scott, just stare at yourself and roll your eyes, and it would be an impression of Melody.
That's
She
all
followed that up with, "I love Melody." Oh, nice.
They
There
don't
would
know
be,
Melody. Like I'm telling you.
yeah, she might bite you and not just roll her eyes. Yeah, from the 90s, Howie Mandel. Minnesota and Green Bay are the same place. Is that true?
No. The Vikings and the Cheeseheads, they're not even close to being the same thing.
If you say either one, I'm kind of thinking the same like general shape of state anyway. So I kind of agree with Matt.
What? No, that's not. You could if you said that to anybody in Minnesota, I mean, they wouldn't fight you because they're pretty nice people, but they would think about it.
Are they like Minnesota nice?
Yes, they really are.
Nice. Oh yeah, Jennifer posted to the Fi resellers. Guys got to check them out. Marie says my grandson does a great impression of me. Get down, sit down, let go. He's the one. Yep, I loved Bobby's World too, Anthony. Matt is saying it's the same accent. Is it the same accent?
Oh, it's the same
Minnesota and
accent.
Green Bay?
Yeah, I mean, they're similar. As you move through, as you go north of Minneapolis and you get up closer to the Iron Range, you'll pick up more of that. If you've ever watched the movie, what's it called? It's the one where they run some guy through a wood chipper, but it's a funny show. Like, I can't think of the name of it, but the accent gets heavier and heavier.
Brought up.
It's not a scary movie. It's actually like dark comedy.
This is terrifying. I like Mr. Bean, okay?
I like Mr. Bean.
The worst thing he did was paint that face on Winsler's mother, and we all died.
I can impersonate him.
My pants. Okay, yes.
No, I mean, I don't have to say anything. He doesn't talk.
Oh, he does? He talks
Jennifer
to his
got it.
stuffed
Everybody got it. It's Fargo. That accent that you hear in Fargo is actually like out of Duluth. It's from Duluth and over towards Fargo, but it's really more Duluth than it is Fargo, in my opinion, having been up there. And parts of Fargo were shot in Duluth.
Nice.
She didn't care. She feigns interest.
And yeah, Fargo. I'm not watching your scary movies, okay?
No, Fargo is not scary. It's not scary at all.
Let's hear your Missouri accent. Good night, Anthony. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah.
Do they have an accent?
Well, I'm in Missouri. Trevor's in Missouri.
I don't think they have an accent.
It depends on where you go in Missouri, okay? Gulf Coast Pickers got in trouble the other day for calling me a Midwesterner because I'm not. I'm a Southerner, okay? I live in the Boot Hill. Anyone north of Cape Girardeau, including Trevor and Lindsay, are Yankees, according to any of us in Southeast Missouri. Like, you guys are Yankees. And if you're all the way from, like, my little corner in the Boot Hill all the way over to Joplin, we're Southern. Branson, West Plains, Poplar Bluff. But all of the people, like, from Cape Girardeau and up north, if they have an accent, it's a northern one. Yeah. And no, it's not Missouri, Matt. Not at all. Duluth trading pants?
The fire hose pants are good. They sell for pretty good money. See how I brought that right back to reselling?
Nice. Speaking of reselling, when I was on with Organizer Reseller the other day, I did do a Mr. Bean impression of him saying Teddy. And I don't even know any of her audience. So that was their introduction to me, was me being Mr. Bean saying Teddy.
I didn't know he talked at all.
When he's got his little stuffed animal, he's like, ho, 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 Teddy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Teddy. You have to say it without moving your lips. Teddy.
Pretty good, actually. Because I don't know that I could have told you he said anything. But that sounds like him.
Come on, that's exactly what he sounds like. I can hear Drew laughing from upstairs. I'm surprised you can't hear him. Anyway, so I'm going to let you pick your favorite accent to end this show with. I always forget to ask people if they know what my catchphrase is before we go on live. Do you know what my catchphrase is that I tell people?
In an accent?
Yes, please.
I don't think I can do it in an accent.
Yeah,
Like,
you can do it. We
treat
already
your
lost
business
Anthony. People are
like
going to
your
bed.
business. I could do it angry.
No, say
Treat
it
your
in a
business like your
Midwestern.
business.
Say it in a Minnesota accent. A Canadian one.
I don't know.
Okay,
They
just
would
be
just
angry
be
with him again.
no. I'm done. Treat your business like your business.
Do it right now, guys.